Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little different and we're going to be reacting to a Jubilee video. So yeah, but before we get started, I wanted to see if you guys noticed I actually painted this painting like yesterday. Well, technically maybe 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday. It was just the whole day I just spent painting it.
So if you guys like it, because I thought it would like fill up the wall, and then you can also see the stark contrast between right now and like many years ago. But yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the video.
I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I am a mom.
And I'm not.
The reason I'm here is because of my daughter. She was super excited about this. She's seen the show a bunch. She is 13, and then I also have a 17-year-old son who's about to go to college next year.
I have 2 kids. My son used to watch Jubilee, then my daughter. Then they got me into watching a lot of Jubilee videos.
Honestly, I don't know what this is really. I don't
Oh my
use
god, she sounds like she's been smoking for ages.
social media, but my grandson, Bobby Joe.
Wait, I just remembered this girl. She's been doing like prank calls on people, like acting as if she's like grandma or someone or like something like that. And you know, I stopped watching her after a while because it gets really awkward. You know, when you're watching someone do something that's so like you get secondhand awkwardness. And do you know, it's the same feeling if like you're at your friend's house and they're trying to prank their parents or like do something and you're trying to like, you know what I mean, in the corner. But yeah,
Watches this show, and I guess he's the reason I'm here. You know, he reached out to them, and
I feel a little suspicious about Sue, with her voice.
we came all the way
course.
from Tennessee. I'm a country girl, so this is out of my comfort zone, but you know what they say in life, you
bro,
always
she's already she already knows. She's just already clocked out, you know. She's like, well, this is job is easy for me now.
need to be doing something that makes you a little uncomfortable.
Sue, she was expelling too much. And I started thinking, she's a little over the top.
Hi, my name is
Yep.
Sarah Soda. I am actually just a normal girl that pretends to be an old lady online a lot.
Who is your daughter?
See?
Her name is Crystal.
So my son got your daughter pregnant.
Yes.
I was just embodying the people in my family that smoke heavily,
Yes.
or just like people in my area, the mountain area of Tennessee.
What are the funniest or sweetest memories with your kids?
My fondest,
Bro, I
sweetest
feel like you
memory.
could just peek over, like what kind of division is that? Oh, you know, oh, I didn't see anything. You know, what is this, honestly?
Was when my daughter
Wasn't it
was in
circle?
elementary school. You know, that's when she was on the right path in life, and she's been spending. Sorry, it makes me a little emotional. She spent a lot of time in prison growing up, and
I was a little suspicious, but then she cried, so it threw me off.
She had a lot of stories, and she was emotional.
she's in a rough shape, you know, so
Yeah, well, her crying was legit. I felt so sad for her.
I just hope that she sees this and turns her life around or something. Like,
Bro, she's not having it, honestly. She's not believing in this.
I hope that she sees us traveling the world and it inspires her to do better.
I'm just shook. I don't know what to think at this
She's
point.
not
Right at
believing
the
it.
first blush. What you crying about?
I was very anxious and I almost started laughing, so I just played it off with some crying. The thing is I never know what's going to happen or what's going to come out of Sue's mouth, so I just try to roll with the punches.
It's like a whole new
You
personality.
related to Cecil?
I ain't related to him, but I've slept with him once or twice.
You slept with him once or twice?
Yeah, and he's a good lay.
Good old time riding out behind here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry for pausing so much, but how does it come so natural? Oh, he's a good young. No, I don't know how to do it. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sue, thank you for sharing. Yeah. I worked really hard when I had my son. I went back to school, got my bachelor's, got my master's, and my sweetest memories are just being able to take them on different trips.
We travel quite a bit with our kids, and it really does open up their world. Well, my kids are grown. My oldest is 38, and my youngest is 31. But when they were growing up, we always used to go to Disneyland, Knott's Berry.
Mashallah, honestly, she looks so young to be having like a almost a 40-year-old kid, by the way. She looks like she herself looks like she's maybe 45 or something.
Farm. I miss those days in their teenage years. It's going to be a one-liner like how's school? Fine.
I'm living that right
What
now.
did you
Yeah.
do at school?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I have a question for those of us who have older kids. What would be like one piece of advice that you'd give to someone who's still got a couple teenagers at home?
Never give up on them.
I love that, Sue.
Never. No.
Yeah,
Also, talk to the teenager.
oh my god, the only thing that she actually said that they all agree on, like, that was clutch.
You got to connect with them in a way that matches what they're into. If it's a TikTok, do a silly TikTok with them. Because it goes by fast, all of it.
Yes. Yeah.
It all goes by fast, and it's not even a cliche.
It does. And I wanted to also mention, you know, my daughter Crystal's 35 now, but she had Bobby Joe back when she was only 18. I never did give her the birds and the bees talk. I kind of always just avoided that topic as a single mama. You know, I just didn't want to go there. I don't know. I was stretched thin, 2 jobs, working hard.
I have so much admiration for single moms. Oh my goodness. It takes
But what does it have to do with telling your daughter about that? I mean, there's so many things that you could say, like, I didn't ask her about her preferences and like cartoons and series and what she likes to watch for boredom, her hobbies, her favorite color. It's just that. Like, I don't know. That was.
takes a lot to parent. School drop-offs, time management, having a job. It seems Herculean. So I really admire that in people.
Well, I have a secret for you guys. You're all single moms because men don't do half the work, and let's be clear.
That's, you know, their brains don't
I
work.
hate to say it. I mean, I love my husband, but, you know, all roads point back to mom.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care if you're a Mr. Mom, but it's still mom is the one that prevails. We're the nurturer, we're the caretaker, we're the driver, we're the cook. We're everything, all in one.
I don't know if all that resonates. I think my husband, we have a really nice way of sharing responsibilities without saying, now you do this, now you do this. We pick up where the other one left off pretty kind of organically.
Well, right now, I'm like listening to Shannon, and I'm not sure if she's overselling it as a mom.
Who handled the discipline?
It's like, oh, look at me, I have this. I know she doesn't mean to be like that, but it's kind of like a bad moment to say that. If you have something good going on, you just say, yeah, it's hard for people and stuff like that, and that's it. You don't have to be like, oh, for me, I have this and this and this and this and this. Do you know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. It's just that you will get reactions from people like, okay, do you know what I mean?
My leather belt.
Did you say my leather belt?
Yeah.
It's
What?
very much something that Sue's generation did. Like, kids got whoopings with a belt. I try to have some things in my content that cause a conversation.
Nobody wants to spank their kids.
Oh my god, are those the? No, is she actually?
Anymore. And I don't
can't
think
see
we
it.
should beat them or nothing, but damn.
The belt thing, I don't know. I think that's a little antiquated.
I was never a strict mom. I was a cool mom, actually. I disciplined them with words.
My kids are very disciplined. I don't have to do much. I just explain. Then they'll pick the right road.
Yeah, we kind of have a saying in our house, you climb the ladder with trust. It takes a lot of time to establish
Yeah,
trust.
I think
and
the
if-
belt whooping thing was a bit of a bad moment, like bad thing to say in the moment, because it's like very, very stereotypical. Oh, why do people do that? Oh, they belted each other. You could just say like, she put a little ketchup in my mouth or a little bit of soap. That one's a bit more like common with people. Like, oh, I said a bad word, that happened. Not to me, but I'm just saying like,
If you screw up, you start from scratch.
Yeah, I remember my daughter, I made her give me her phone. And let me tell you, she became the nicest little helper around the house. She was doing everything, vacuuming and everything.
I take my kids' phones if they're not making a good choice. One time I actually regretted it because my son, they had a lockdown. So there was a person close by with a gun at one of the schools and he didn't have his phone. So after that, I heard it from the whole family. They're like, well, he has to have it, like in an emergency like that.
When I was a kid, the only preparation we did was like earthquake drills. And now they have active shooter drills. It's just kind of handled with such normalcy because it's something we really do need to be concerned about, which I think is scary.
Bobby Joe is 17. I cut him off at a certain point on the video game because he don't need to rot his brain on that thing. He needs to get out in the woods like I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right. You go squirrel hunting, you go fishing with your buddies, you go walking, you know, frog gigging.
Frog gigging, yes, like when you like spear a frog. It's a southern activity that boys often
do something outside. And so I think that's the biggest thing is putting your hands in the dirt.
Yeah.
Smelling the fresh air.
And understanding what boredom feels like. Like, boredom's not a bad thing, right? Like, ideas come when you're bored, and creativity comes from that, or being out in nature, like you said, Sue.
Did y'all breastfeed?
Yeah, they're not believing her.
Yes.
I tried.
It wasn't easy, but yes.
Easy, no. I thought I was being the worst mom in the world when I tried with my first daughter. It's a very lonesome feeling when you become a first-time mom, and if you don't have, you know, a lot of help around you. I unfortunately didn't have my family nearby, so when I decided to breastfeed, it just really hurt my heart because I thought I wasn't going to be a good mom.
What about you, Sue? How would you answer that question?
I was just curious. My milk dried up, and my mom always said that's why Crystal turned out the way she did, because I never breastfed her.
Oh, that's really fair.
For her brain to develop, she said. But, yeah, I don't know if it's because I didn't breastfeed her.
No.
I don't know.
I did breastfeed my son for 11 months, and I want to do same for my daughter. Like at her 8th month, I had to go for knee surgery. I had to stop the milk, which was painful.
Is it mastitis?
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it right? Yeah. That's when that can happen, right? Because of all the
infection in the tissue.
She had mastitis, and she had to get her husband to suck the plug out of her chest. She tried everything. She was in the shower, and she said, I don't care, just get it out. Before she knew what was going on, his mouth was to the teat, and he sucked that thing right out, and she felt immediate relief. The instincts, they just kicked in. He knew exactly what to do.
Wow.
Wow. Sue is on one. I don't know. These stories are sounding a little crazy. That's actually...
And they're just so quick. They just boom, like ugh. That story is so like graphic. Okay. That's really sad about the other woman. Her name, I've forgotten her name, but with the knee surgery, that's really upsetting. However, it's just, why are you so like vulgar? Like, they're all very elegant in the way they speak, and then obviously I know you're trying to portray that whole like southern mom smoking whatever, but at least try to fit in. Like, come on. Oh my days, it's not even a big group, so it's kind of like you either fit in and okay, do a bit of personality like them, but not too much like personality where the stories are literally like insane. Yeah, like if it's a big group, then it's fine. Like, oh, everyone's so different, and do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's based on a true story. I don't want to give any names away, but yeah, I've actually had someone tell me that happened to them.
Find someone that appreciates all sides of you, even the side of you that pretends to be a middle-aged woman on the internet.
Okay.
There's also people that are influencers, you know, good, bad, ugly, who have very easy access to our kids to provide messages that may not align with what we would provide as messages. We just do the best we can to sort of guide them, you know?
That's true.
Right.
There are no real guidelines to parenting or motherhood.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Because no two women or no two mothers are the same.
Kids will do great when they follow the passion.
It's stressful raising your grandson, but as long as he don't smoke cigarettes or do nothing like that, I'm going to be real proud. I think I've scared him away from them, though, because of the way I sound. I started smoking my mama's cigarettes. I'd steal them out of her pouch. I'd take one here and there, and she'd tan my hide when she'd count them and realize what I did.
I felt like she might have been picking up that we were sort of suspecting her, and she was using that as a way to sort of defend why her voice sounded like it did.
I kind of thought that too.
I can't quit, you know, it's just, if I quit, I think I would die because my body is
But at the
so
same time, you
used
don't need to explain to anyone if it's your real voice or something about you, and then they're like, that's a bit odd or out of the norm. You don't have to be like, oh, well, that's because this and this and this, that's why I'm like this. It's not like, you don't need to, but in this case, come on, you need to.
poison. I think I passively parented on that and didn't even mean to. I'm a walking anti-tobacco commercial.
I love my smoker aunts, and my grandma doesn't smoke anymore, but like, it's comforting to me at the end of the day, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. That type of person is so loving and funny.
My biggest regret was
Depends.
trusting so much without paying attention. I mean, Crystal, the one time that I'm really ashamed of myself for not catching on to her behaviors, I came home from the Waffle House and I saw her on the ground, not a stitch of clothing on, 2 empty cans of air duster. So you can imagine what happened there. She's done every drug in the book. I don't know what all I can say for community guidelines.
Everything.
Okay, she's done meth, she huffs canned air, she huffs gasoline, she's done acid, mushrooms, you name it, honey. She does it.
A lot of people in my family abuse substances, so I think that this is my way of making it, of processing it, and also like turning the sad things like into art, which I think is what art is. Like, it's really strong emotions that are
How you
somehow
express.
alchemized into a different medium, and so that's my inspiration.
That's my biggest regret, is not asking more questions and being more nosy. I should have been nosy. I just didn't want to be judgmental like my mother was on me.
I thought that she added more details and kept adding a little more. And so, like, I still wasn't sure if it was Sue
it's very
or Dawn.
creative, actually.
So how did you guys deal with, like,
Dawn is such a
sleepovers?
mood.
I'll be honest, I didn't feel like babysitting other people's kids. So I said no.
I never thought of it that way.
Crystal grew up with her cousins, you know, so it was family. And then Bobby Joe, it's a small town where we're from, you know, everybody knows everybody. And I know the ones I wouldn't want them to go with, and I know the ones that it's okay. And, you know, I'd rather them come to my house than him go around someone else's house and fool around and do some
The
stuff
whole time, she's just looking like this, like, oh my god, like, when is she gonna stop speaking?
I don't want him to do.
I want to know how it's gonna be
I'm
when
with
she's
Sue on
revealed.
that one. I'd let their friends come over and I'd babysit. But yeah, I didn't want them going over to their friends' houses. Yeah, the sleepovers would be at my house.
I never had any sleepovers, because then even at my house, if they were allowed to have sleepovers at my house, then the question would be like, okay, then do it at my house, like at their house. And then I wasn't allowed. So then from the beginning, I was like not allowed to have a sleepover at all. It was really sad. But actually, I don't really care about it as much anymore, because obviously we're not kids. Because like when you grow up, you realize you care more about, you know, your own peace and comfort, and just, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to, oh my god, I want this with this friend and this and that. You realize, okay, do you know what, doesn't really matter. Just staying home by yourself or with family, or with, you know, a cat who's just staring at you from the back, is more like peaceful and comforting than, you know, being in a new environment for a night or two, being awkward at first and all that stuff. I mean, of course you can, but it's like, that's if you really like it and if you want to. It shouldn't feel like a social pressure, like every kid should get to do this and that. Do you know what I mean?
Just never know. People are just batshit crazy nowadays.
I know, and I mean, what's the point of the sleepover? Yeah. Just so you can wake up and have breakfast? You're kids. All you're going to do is eat cereal in the morning. What is the big deal with the sleepover? You're going to talk and have stories and talk about your life crisis?
When I was actually younger, I was thinking like, well, what are we going to do? Because like the majority of the sleepover is sleeping. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to stay awake for the whole night or do a lot of things. What are you actually going to do? Yeah, you're going to chat, maybe watch a movie, eat food, snacks. That's it. It's like I was always thinking, if I were to go on a sleepover, what would I even do? It would be low-key boring. That's always like what I thought. Do you know what I mean? But it depends on the people, to be honest, and of course your age. Obviously, when you're older, you can be like, oh, let's have a sleepover, and it's gonna be less of a sleepover, more of like a hanging out nap, basically, because you know, when you're older, you're gonna be like, okay, well, I want to wake up in my house, and then in my own bed and in my own room, bathroom. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is you value your stuff more when you're older.
Yeah. Bobby Joe and his buddies, they'd have friends and they'd be farting on each other. And just being boys, you know. Sometimes kids just need to be kids and just wrestle.
Yeah, I agree, Sue. I mean, I have some really fond memories when I was a kid of having sleepovers. I loved sleepovers, and part of me thinks that that's part of growing up.
It's a taste of rebellion, but it's not so much they're going to get themselves in too much trouble.
Right, it's like safe rebellion, kind of. I have a question. How old was Bobby Joe when she went to prison?
It was right after he was born.
Oh, right after he was born.
Yeah.
And he's 17?
Yes, he's 17. I believe he was just a little bit over 3 months at the time, and it was very stressful for me to take on a new baby like that.
I'm starting to get a little suspicious of Sue. Earlier, she
said he was
said
18.
That she was fearful that the fact that she hadn't nursed her own daughter was the reason that her daughter got into trouble later in life. And then her grandson was also not able to breastfeed, right? Because his mom was taken away. And so I was like, well, why didn't you mention that concern?
Shannon's too sharp. I can't believe she caught on to that.
I don't know, I couldn't really focus on it because I was more focused on what's going on between the people and everything. I didn't really notice the flaws in the story that much, but good on Shannon.
When were your kids born?
Well, Crystal was born in 78, October 16th.
And what about Bobby Joe?
Bobby Joe was born in 08, 10/16, both Libras, honey.
They both have October 16th birthdays?
Yes, both born on the same day.
I can't believe I mixed up the birthdays like that.
Dang it, the birthdays!
Wow.
They changed the name.
It's bizarre.
I have a cousin who had her son on her birthday too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Mm-hmm. Very spiritual.
Yeah.
That actually saved her. That was clutch. Okay, now they'll believe it now.
It is time to vote. If you think Shannon is the mole, raise your hand.
I voted for Shannon. She sounds like one of those moms that other moms are trying to live up to. And so, to me, she sounded a little artificial.
If you think Sunita is the mole.
She did sound a little artificial, but it was like in a calm way, I guess, because of course when you're older, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I did this and this, you know what I mean? You're gonna be like a teenager. It's not artificial in the way that she's like a fake person who's disingenuous, but I think that she just wants to live it up a bit for, you know, the camera and her reputation, I guess, you know.
Raise your hand. If you think Karina is the mole. If you think Lori is the mole.
She talked less, so I was thinking maybe it could be her.
If you think Dawn is the mole.
When it came to it at the end, like I still wasn't sure. And so then I just made the decision to vote for Dawn.
And if you think Sue is the mole.
No,
what gave it away with Sue is her voice. Her voice, I thought that she tried a little too hard to sound like an older, a 69-year-old.
The whole time I'm like, it's Sue, it's Sue, it's Sue. So I kind of knew it.
You can also tell that she kind of knew it because she would always refer her by the name at the end. Yeah, you're right, Sue. Like, it's an intimidation thing, you know.
And I was like, how did everybody not know that? Like, totally full out.
Okay, on the count of 3, you can open your eyes. 1,
They're gonna all
2,
look to their left.
3.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
You did so good.
I thought it was her. Yeah,
I thought it was you. Oh my gosh. I knew it, but I didn't know. But I knew it. I just
She had a
she's
feeling.
so young, and she acted like an old lady and cried. So yeah, she's good at giving
Oh, I forgot
stories.
she cried. Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
my goodness, I was completely shocked. Even when we were sitting there, I was trying to envision what she was looking like, and I was thinking of like Mama. Remember Mama's Family from back in the day with that crazy wig, and then she still had on that crazy wig. She did a great job.
I am a 28-year-old comedian. I'm also a nurse practitioner,
Ah.
but I have various platforms where I do this character and prank call people on a flip phone.
I didn't know she was
so
a
that's
nurse
who I am,
practitioner.
and I have a whole like lore and story, and that's kind of what I was playing off of.
Wow.
But it was kind of
The skill, though.
It was such
Yeah.
a close vote, but yes, 2 did vote me as the mole, and they were right. But I'm pretty proud that only 2 people caught on. I mean, it was pretty outrageous.
She got us. She got us good, but we still won.
We won.
Okay, good job, Mom.
By 1 vote. Oh, I forgot that they actually get money. Okay. Okay, well that's really cute actually. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, I will be doing another Reddit reading story soon. And also don't forget to tell me what you think of the painting and how it's placed on the wall. It's already taped down. I'm not gonna move it anywhere. It's stuck on there. Just say what you think, and that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.